Hello, this is Adrian. Today I bring the topic for simple past for 11th graders of maps in units 5 and 4. And let's review a little bit more about this very interesting topic. Okay, so question: what is simple past, or can we call it like past simple tense? So if you notice in our graphic, that's pretty much we are talking about situations that happen in the past, right? Not the present, not the future, the past. So, and if you check the grammatical form, is the main verb plus ed for regular verbs, and irregular verbs that we're going to analyze them a little bit more later. So why we use simple past? Okay, simple past is used to describe or talk about situations that already happened, and also situations that had in a specific time, either yesterday, last year, or last week, or something like this. So, and we have two different verbs, so the regular and the irregular verbs. So some verbs, some regular verbs, they have a few rules, so you have to add ed to the base form, as we can see here in our graphic, and some others just the d, as in David. And the regular verbs, they are totally different, and we're going to analyze them a little bit later. Okay, so quick question: how we use the simple past? Okay, we have to analyze little by little. So, but let's talk first about the verb to be. So I just wanted to for you to pay attention, because this is the verb to be in simple present. So if you notice, it's I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, and they are. In simple past, the same verb, the verb to be, is I was, you were, she, he, it was, right? We were, and they were. So it's something important. Why? Because, you know, a verb to be is like the base for learning English, and you need to know how to conjugate the verb to be in past. It's extremely important that you know and pay attention to this. So back on basis, we use a simple past in an action in the past taking place once. If you can see the example, he visited his parents every weekend. So that's an action that the past once, never, or several times. The second option is the actions that pass taking place one after the other. For instance, he came in, took off his coat, and sat down. So there are three options. There are three actions. First, he came in. Second, he took off his coat, and he sat down. So the other usage is actions in the past taking place in the middle of another action. Let's see the example. When I was having breakfast, the phone suddenly rang. So I was having breakfast, I was eating, and all of a sudden the phone rang. So this is one option to use simple past. And is sentence type 2. If I talk, if I had a lot of money, I would share with you. So that's a conditional. I already explained that conditionals in a different video. If you don't know exactly, you can go ahead and check my channel, and you're gonna realize how we can use it in a specific. So also signal words or of simple past. Yesterday's, 2 minutes ago, in 1990, the other day, last Friday, last week, something like this is they are signals that we are talking about simple past. Okay, there are some exceptions, and this is something important, and I would like to point it out. But before, let's analyze the form of the simple past. So in positive, I spoke This is the positive option on simple past. The negative, I did not speak. Did not is the root plus the verb. And question, did I speak? So let's see, for irregular verbs, use the past form, and I attach into our lesson plan around 200 verbs, the most regulars that you may handle it, and you're going to for a better usage. It's better that you know it by heart if you can. If not, so that will be awesome if you can go ahead and check them or have it handy. Okay, so the irregular verbs pretty much is the second column in on the list, and for regular verbs, all you have to do is add E as in Edward, D as in Dale. The exceptions in the spelling when adding ed, there are some exceptions and we need to know the rule. After a final E, only add a D. For instance, love, if you notice there is a final E, so all we have to do to make it in simple past is just add this D. So instead of say love, we say loved. Final consonant after a short stressed vowel, or as a final as a final consonant after a vowel is double. For instance, admit, right? This is something that we have to use it in pronunciation, so we have to be very careful. So we say admit, in simple past we said admitted. Travel, traveled. Okay, final after a consonant becomes I, so it's hurry, hurried. Those are the exceptions for the usage of simple past. And let's see the form of the simple past. So how do we form the simple past? So the simple past, we use it with regular verbs and irregular verbs. So I just explained you both. So, and I'm gonna give you the list for the regular verbs. So the regular verbs, now you know the exceptions, and most likely 80% of the cases, all you have to do is add it E as in Edward, D as in David, ed, right? So let's see the first case. Usage the simple past in affirmative sentence with regular verbs, like I play with a ball, you play with a ball, he play with a ball, and she play with a ball. So as this is a regular verb, as I mentioned before, all you have to add is ed at the end, and you're going to have it conjugate this verb. So let's see point 1.2, affirmative sentence in simple past using regular verb. So I went home. Went is the irregular verb of go. You went home, he went home. So that's, as this is an irregular verb and it has a simple present form is go, and the simple past form of go is when. So, and the negative sentence in simple past with regular verb, all you have to say is I did not, the verb, play, and the rest of the sentence with a ball. You did not play a ball. You did not play with a ball, and he did not play with a ball. All the cases are the same. And negative sentences in the simple past with irregular verbs. So I did not, if you perceive there is not a big change. However, the verb is always in present, right? So I did not go home, you did not go home, he did not go home. So there are three different conjugations, but this is something very, very specific that you have to pay attention. And that's at the end of the presentation. I hope you like it. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.